So now if I go back here, and let's say I want to make a change. Let's say I didn't like that that second paragraph of lorem ipsum text. So now I go into Manage Pages. You see it's really similar. You have Write Pages to write a new page, Manage Pages to edit an existing page. And when I go into Manage Pages, it gives me a list of the existing pages. And I can actually write a new page from here too, because there are two links that allow me to create a new page. So here is where I want to click on Edit for the page that we did. And let's say I really think that this pseudo-Latin is not up to par with other pseudo-Latin, so I'm going to select it and delete it and click Save again. Now if I click on View Site, that paragraph of pseudo-Latin is gone. So all of your changes should instantly appear. One last thing in this section about managing pages is that I can always delete the page too, of course, if I want to. And it warns me, do I really want to delete this page? And I say, yes, I want to delete the page. So now, posts. So let's say I want to write a blog post. And you're going to be amazed at how incredibly different this is from writing a page. Just kidding. See, it's almost exactly the same. Just about the only difference is there's a categories list here. So you'll notice and on the quilting blog, the people had several different categories. And so this is where you'd put your categories. If you want to set up your categories for the posts, what you do is you go into Manage Categories and manage them. So I'm going to go in here and type a new category name, Important Thoughts. That's really the only box I have to fill out here. So I click on Add Category. Now if I go up here, here it is, Important Thoughts. Now I'm going to go back and write my post, and I'm going to give it that category. So, write post. Important thoughts. There it is. So this is by default, by definition, going to be an important thought now, right? Why do Dalmatians shed so much? So this is typically an important thought for a blog post. And I'll pretend to type a bunch of stuff in pseudo-Latin. And just exactly the same as with the pages, you can use the formatting buttons that are up here at the top. And center things, and put in links, and all that stuff. And just the same as well, you can click Save and continue editing if you want to save your draft. You can click Save if you want to save it and you don't want to publish it yet, but don't do that too often because then you'll end up with a bunch of drafts that you're afraid to actually publish. Or you can click Publish. So, now if I go and view the site, the way people are going to see it, there you see how by default it shows up right at the top as the most recent post, and it shows the centering and the bold and the link and all of that stuff. And it says it's posted in Important Thoughts. And if there were comments, it would tell me about the comments. And with some of the themes that you're going to have in WordPress, you can click on the edit link if you're logged in, and it will let you edit that post. It depends on the theme. but that's basically how it works. If I go back here, I've got these two categories listed, important thoughts and the all too exciting category uncategorized. So I click on important thoughts and it's going to show me all of the important thoughts category, or all of the posts from October 2007, which are that one and a few other dummy posts that I put in there. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a few other formatting options. Now you'll notice there's a zillion gazillion formatting buttons up here now, and some of them weren't here before. That's because I've activated the Advanced TinyMCE plugin. You don't have to remember that name, but you may or may not have this installed in your system. And depending on how the plugin is configured, you will have different buttons here. But the plugin is really cool because it gives you a lot of other options for formatting. For instance, let's say you have a complicated page and you want subheadings. Well, this page will probably have a title called About Us in an H1 tag. That means a heading level 1 tag. Let's say you want a heading level 2 tags, you know, section 1A. And so I can click in this drop-down list here if I have that plugin installed and select a heading 2. Go down here and let's call this section 1B. Click here, select a heading 2. I could even do a heading 3, 4, 5, and even all the way down to 6. Now, other important options in these buttons that you don't have in the standard WordPress installation are inserting a table. So let's say you want to do a 3-column 4-row table, and there I just inserted the table. Now if I click in here, I'm clicking the cursor inside these cells and it's expanding accordingly. Let's say I want to make this the heading row, so I'll make these words bold. So that's a really simple table. And there are some much more advanced options here if you need them. You probably don't want to know about them right now. Let me know if you want to know about them and I'll make another video. Now I'm going to click Save. And let's look at the site again. And here we have our subheadings and our table. Pretty simple. So just for the sake of thoroughness, I'm going to show you how to modify a blog post. Can you imagine how different that's going to be than modifying a page? So I click on Manage, Posts, and I have a list here, and I click on Edit, and make my changes. There, done. Exactly the same as modifying a page.